mean, he played pretty good against Robinson, but he's still not 100%. Maybe a key tonight.
Yeah, you're probably right. That extra rest is going to make a difference. It comes tournament time, they're usually ready to play.
Still, we're going to have the starting lineup for the national anthem first. I wonder which.
Well, the way it's been going before, we have the national anthem, but both crowds here from Lawrence County are really fired up and ready to roll. We got the red team over here on the this side where we're at, and the blue on the opposite side.
At least we're up here where nobody can get to us real quick. Mike, I'm going to let you follow up on the starting lineups, and we'll watch and see. But first, I think we're going to have our national anthem.
Interscholastic athletics are an extension of the educational process, and the athletic arena is the coach's classroom. Be smart, sport a winning attitude, sportsmanship. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem will be performed tonight by Sarah Mullins and Sherry Bateman.
Our national anthem, good job. A trumpet duet by the girls here from Olney High School.
And now introducing the starting lineup for tonight's game. First of all, for the Red Hill Salukis,
Okay.
Starting lineup for the Red Hill Salukis will be the visitors tonight. 6'1" senior, number 21, Bobby Stevens. The other guard, a 5'10" junior, Gary Emmons. 5'10" senior, excuse me. Center, 6'5" senior, D. Holloway. At a forward, a 6' senior, number 15, Justin Shearer. And the other starter is a 6' senior, Scott Murray, number 25.
Shearer was the sleeper last night. He come off and got 18 points along with Bobby Stevens.
Now for Lawrenceville, the home team. J.R. Lockhart, the guard, 5'10" junior for Lawrenceville. A sophomore, 6'2", Ryan Hammer at a guard. At center, Nick Moorhead, a 6'6" junior. John Williams, a 6' senior, number 20 at a forward. And Tim Nolan, a 6'3" senior, number 44 at a forward.
Now, J.R. Lockhart the other night had 27 points as they beat Robinson played a heck of a defensive ball game, forced 29 turnovers against Robinson, but they were running pretty close to that themselves before the night was over. Officials tonight's ball game: Steve DeClerk, Mark Mayhood. I got that right?
Very good.
You got it right.
All the fans from Lawrence County are fired up as we get ready here to start this regional battle for the winner to go on to the sectional at Bridgeport.
And whoever wins, we're going to be at Bridgeport next Tuesday night, and we'll either be seeing the winner of this game against the one coming out of Albion, where Flora and Sisney go at it tonight. Set to go, D. Holloway, Nick Moorhead jumping center, ball controlled by Tim Nolan of Lawrenceville. Down to Hammer in the corner and out to Lockhart out front. Nolan goes inside, tipped away, stolen away by the Salukis. Stevens has it. Good defense by Shearer that time, who created the steal. Now Ryan Hammer gets it back. Nice pass. Lockhart on the way out. 2-0 as we get started here in Olney in favor of the favor of the Red Hill Salukis. Be careful, red and blue out there. Red and white, or blue and white.
You'll be okay before it's set up.
I'm colorblind. There's a three.
Scott Murray from out there behind the three-point arc. Red Hill started out here in a man-to-man with, looks like Lawrenceville's in a zone on the defensive side.
Good defense that time. Shearer again, where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. As Mike said earlier, that both teams have lots and lots of quickness, as we saw there in the first 30 seconds with 2 turnovers and bodies flying everywhere, and it's going to be, it could be a real defensive battle out here.
Lockhart out front will run the offense for the Indians. They set up. Lockhart, the jump shot, scores, got the foul, and got the bucket.
Looks like they both came ready to play, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're going to be busy tonight at this rate.
Foul was on Gary Emmons for Red Hill.
Lockhart a chance to make the three-point play here at the line. And the Indians take a 5-3 lead as we get underway here in the regional final.
Lockhart's coming out where he left off against Robinson on Wednesday night, where he led him in scoring. He's got all 5 points so far here in this game.
Shearer goes to the basket, and there's going to be a foul called underneath. It looks like it's going to be against Nick Moorhead.
Shearer got the baseline there and just took it and bounced it off the glass, and it popped out as he was fouled by Moorhead.
We know Shearer can shoot free throws, don't we?
They sure can.
Yeah, they finished that up strong, didn't they?
Well, a chance to tie it up here. Justin at the line. And we're all knotted up at 5-5. Full court pressure by the Salukis. Nolan drives the baseline, and he's going to be fouled, and Bobby Stevens is going to be called for the foul.
Nolan put the ball on the floor there and got around Stevens, and he couldn't do much but throw the body into him and got called for the foul. Turnover.
Stolen away. Emmons underneath the Shearer. Blocked away by Moorhead. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Lawrenceville Indians.
Long pass there to Hammer and picked off by Bobby Stevens.
There's Shearer from the corner. Big three. Counts the basket, and the foul is going to be called. Well, we may see an unusual one here, a 4-point play.
That's right.
Great shot in there by Justin Shearer with J.R. Lockhart driving out there and just knocked him down and got the foul.
He may have set a record of the tournament here going to the free throw line. Justin's been there a lot of times.
He was there a lot last night.
First miss in 2 days. 8-5 the score. Lockhart, rainbow from NBA range. Well, that ties it up again at 8-all. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Emmons with the ball, and he's called for traveling. Turnover will give the ball back to Lawrenceville. We don't want to take any chances here the way this game's going. Lockhart will bring it across the timeline. Moorhead, a turnaround 15-footer, no good. Emmons with a rebound. Salukis bring it back in a hurry. Holloway drives, shoots, got it. 10-8. The Salukis out in front. Williams drives with the ball, and the foul is going to be called against Justin Shearer.
One of the proud sponsors tonight is Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales, who's proud of the success of both teams and the fine job they've done so far this year. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's game. That's Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport.
And Williams with the ball. Good man.
Both teams like to go to the basket, don't they?
They do it well, yeah. Scott Murray was in the three-point shooting contest before the ball game, missed that shot. Ball stolen away. D. Holloway of the Salukis has it. Emmons is going to try through. Almost, not quite. Ryan Hammer of the Indians controls the rebound. 10-10 the score. Hammer a little short. Follows in, misses it. Rebounds controlled by the Salukis. Shearer takes it off the glass. 12-10, and Justin Shearer's become a scorer.
Back and forth and so forth. We haven't had time to take a breath here as both teams are non-stop from baseline to baseline.
Just kind of hoping somebody'd call a timeout here. Williams drives, won't go, gets his own rebound, puts it back and puts it in. Good work by John Williams. We're at 12-all.
We got about 4 minutes left here in the first quarter, and nobody's let up. Both teams have played.
Don't count. Before the shot, it looks like.
Both teams are really playing hard defense here.
Shearer gets it out to Emmons. Holloway loses it for a minute. Now lost it again. Stolen Ryan Hammer. Hammer drives, stops, puts up the short jumper. No good. Rebound. Finally controlled by the Salukis. Bobby Stevens with it. Drives. Knocked away. Picked clean out of bounds. Lawrenceville.
Key point maybe here in the first quarter is Nick Moorhead's got 2 fouls on him, and he's coming out of the ball game right now for I think Jeremy Treadway came in for it.
Treadway just into the game, puts it up, missed a shot. Rebound Stevens. Foul, Tim Nolan. The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all of your insurance needs. For home, automobile, and life insurance, that's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville. Shearer from outside had a notion, gives it back to Emmons. Gary looks around, drives the key, puts up a little short 10-footer. Rebound picked off by Tim Nolan.
Good position and block out there by Tim Nolan to clean off that rebound.
Nolan picks up the loose ball and puts it in.
Good defense in there again by Red Hill, but the ball just popped out of J.R. Lockhart's hands right into Tim Nolan for a little easy jump shot.
14-12 the score in favor of the Indians. Stevens gets it back Scott Murray from behind the line. Got it. Well, Salukis up by 1 now, 15-14. We're back and forth.
That's his
Mike,
second three-pointer.
I was going to say, Treadway missed it. I was going to say, Mike, I hope you're keeping track of the lead changes.
There's another foul on Tim Nolan, and that's his second also, I believe. That's two of Lawrenceville's big men, and both have 2 fouls on them now here early in the ball game.
Emmons takes it across the timeline. Lockhart picks him up. Stevens with the ball now. He drives. Short jumper. Won't go, and the foul's called.
I think that foul was on Jeremy Treadway. 2-shot foul.
Well, Stevens will go to the line and do a pair of them.
Call Tracy's Electric for electrical and oil field work for residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. Good shooting there by Bobby Stevens at the line.
Lockhart with the ball. Drives, shoots. Falls in. A 1-point lead now by the Salukis, 17-16. Emmons works. Gets it back out to Stevens. Underneath, sure, all alone, but boy, Lawrenceville covered him in a hurry.
Good defense.
Lockhart came through and blocked the shot.
Lockhart came from about nowhere there and made a great play in a block.
There's Shearer for 3. Got it.
He's unconscious out there.
20-16 the score. Salukis on top. Lockhart off the glass. I wonder if he called a shot.
Our book may not be big enough to keep track of all these.
2019. What a ball game.
Did we say something about a defensive battle?
Dean
Yeah, that's
Holloway.
what we know, isn't it, Tony?
A fadeaway jumper.
Very little.
Well, they like to run. We were right about that. There goes Lockhart. Got another one. 22-21. Salukis by 1. We're less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. We've seen a ball game here in the first quarter.
Lots of speed out there. Both teams are using it.
Stevens almost trapped. Gets it out to Emmons. He puts up the 3. Treadway with the rebound. Indians have got it. Intercepted Bobby Stevens. Behind the back dribble. Good spin move. Looks. Puts up the shot. A bad shot, really. And the Indians have the ball. They trail it by 1. 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
There was a time there where Red Hill could have pulled it out and ran it on down for the last shot of the quarter, but decided to go ahead and put it up.
Got in a little bit of a hurry. Tim Nolan's got it, guarded by Holloway. He drives against D, tries to put the shot up, and a foul is going to be called before the shot, and it's going to go against D. Holloway with 7 seconds on the clock. It'll be out of bounds. Only the 4th team foul against the Salukis. Indians will inbound it under their own basket. And buzzer went off, but there's still 6 seconds on the clock. Now we'll have to talk about it here. Inadvertent buzzer, as they say. Okay, quick.
Doc Mayfield Realty is glad to see all of our Lawrence County involved in the tournament and proud that our county is well represented by these fine men on both teams. That's Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville.
Now we're back at it. They talked it over. We're going to start all over again. Indians will have the ball out of bounds. Jeremy Treadway will toss it in. They put a second back on the clock. We've got 7 seconds to go. Back out to Lockhart. He puts up for 3. It's not going to fall. Nolan tries to tip it back, finally rebound, and it's not going to work.
Oh, so close.
Well, at the end of the first quarter, it's 22-21 in favor of the Salukis from Red Hill. Now, wait a minute. Check the scorebook. Am I reading that right? Salukis lead?
Yeah, Salukis lead. You're right.
I didn't want to make a mistake at this point. 43 points scored in the quarter.
Already been 4 lead changes in this quarter. So.
We got a lot of work to do here. For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They've got great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Fridays and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's Gray's at Bridgeport. Give them a call at 945-9501.
Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243.
And the Cochran Insurance Agency. They're located on the north side of the square in Lawrenceville for your personal and business insurance needs. Serving the Lawrence County area since 1931. The Cochran Insurance Agency is proud to bring you Lawrenceville sports.
J.R. Lockhart's already got 15 points.
Gee, you're kidding.
And Justin Shearer's got 10 for Red Hills. So.
Oh, boy. There's 25 points between two guys already in the first quarter. It's amazing. That's amazing. Any changes on the floor? Moorhead's in the game. Nolan's out for Lawrenceville. And they fight for the ball. Lockhart comes up with it. Lawrenceville with the ball. Lockhart as they set up the offense. Moorhead back in the ball game for the Indians. Got Williams, Hammer, and there's Lockhart drives the baseline. Missed the shot. Moorhead got the rebound, won't go. Ball still loose. Fought for, picked up by Williams of Lawrenceville. Lockhart says, I'll go for 3, won't go. Pick Green, and Green is fouled.
That was a foul on D. Holloway, and that's his second also, as the inside guys on both teams are getting in a little bit of foul trouble. And both teams have kind of cooled off here to start the second quarter, amazingly.
Kelly got one. Well, we've got quite a ball game going, and you're watching Wabash Cablevision. This broadcast is presented by Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions, reminding you to watch other events coming up on this channel. Wabash Cablevision here on Channel 23. Stolen away by Lockhart. Got the layup. The Indians out in front now, 25-22, as they've come from behind at the beginning of the second quarter here. Emmons with the ball for the Salukis now. Salukis led it by 1 at the quarter change, but now they trail it by 3, 25-22. Scott Murray inside. Emmons by himself underneath. Got it.
Key point here, Jim, is Lawrenceville came out here in this second quarter and put the press on and got a couple of quick steals from Red Hill.
1 point game now. The Indians in front. Hammer is fouled as he starts his dribble. Let's see, that'll be the 16th foul. Still out of bounds. Both teams with 6 fouls against them. And Jeremy Treadway comes back into the ball game for John Williams of the Indians for Lawrenceville. Get a chance here. We'll do one. Moorhead drives, shoots, it goes. Nick Moorhead with a bucket. 27-24, and I believe that's his first of the night, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it is.
He's been rather quiet inside. Didn't get to play much the first quarter.
Lawrenceville's defense is really attacking the ball here, and they're coming out in a real tight man-to-man, putting lots of pressure on the ball.
Gary Emmons inside the three-point line, 4-2. 27-26 now. The Salukis have pulled within 1.
This is a great basketball game. I mean, they're just going at it. And these two teams have all know each other because they've played each other 3 times so far this year.
Yeah, the last time, Red Hill really put it on them. Hammer for 3. 30-26 the score. Indians on top. Stolen away. As you saw it, Lockhart, 32-26, and a timeout is called by the Red Hills Salukis. Wolf, Indiana Auto Sales is proud of the success of both teams and the fine job that they have done. Wolf's Indiana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's ball game. That's Wolf's Indiana Auto Sales in Bridgeport.
I'll do another one. The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton and Roger Cool for all of your insurance needs for home, automobile, and life insurance. That's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville.
Aren't you guys glad you came tonight?
Oh, this is fun, I'll tell you.
If you've got reels of old movie film, now you can have your film transferred to VHS or beta videotape by Ron Wheeler. Your film will be transferred with the latest industrial equipment to get the best quality possible. Give Ron Wheeler a call at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 544-7898. Back to action. 5 minutes to go in the half. It's Red Hill ball. Holloway drives underneath, doesn't get the shot. Out of bounds. Lawrenceville ball.
Even though Red Hill's moving the ball through that press at Lawrenceville, it seems that it's bothering the Salukis as they come down, as Lawrenceville's got a couple of turnovers and scored off of those turnovers, but it's they've kind of opened it up here in a 6-point lead.
John Green into Moorhead. Moorhead was wide open, but they called him for a hooking. Pushing off.
That's his third personal.
What is a third? Let's see, we're going to go down and shoot a 1 and bonus here. That's a 17 foul. You watch who comes in a ball game, and I'll talk about Tracy Electric. For electric and oil field work, for residential and industrial and commercial, call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville.
Tim Nolan came in for Moorhead.
D. Holloway hit the first free throw there as you rearrange yourself.
You have to tell everything.
And missed that second one. Bobby Stevens up and scores a 2-pointer as Red Hill closes the gap down to 32-29 with 4:35 left.
Ryan Hammer with the ball for the Indians. Now Lockhart. Still man-to-man defense here by the Red Hill Salukis. Tim Nolan bounces into Green. Gets it back. Good hustle. Nolan from 15. Got it. 34-29. The Indians lead it. Stevens with the ball. Gets it to Emmons. Emmons out front, directs the offense. Now Murray goes to Bobby Stevens with it. Round the horn, Shearer inside to Holloway. Good defense by the Indians. Lawrenceville maintains possession here. They lead it by 5. It's 34-29. Hammer, guarded by Emmons, now to Treadway. He drives across the key, gets it out to Ryan Hammer. Hammer looks for help, goes to Green, back to Hammer. Hammer drives, puts up the jumper. He's got it. 36-29, the Indians on top. We're at 3:15 to go in the half.
That offense for the Indians is really clicking. I mean, they're rolling into those easy shots inside that foul line, and those are hard to miss. That's why their shooting percentage is high. As Ryan Hammer steals the ball, back to Hammer. Score.
Good ball, Hammer. Good work by the Indians. Lawrenceville out on top. Murray to Emmons. Emmons looks for help. Stolen away. Gotten back by Shearer. In the corner to Gary Emmons. He's got 3.
That's a big shot for the Red Hills Salukis there.
They trail it by 6. Indians with the ball. Lockhart out front. Nolan with it. Inside. Treadway. Turnaround jumper. Partially blocked by Holloway. Stevens with the ball. Down court in a hurry to Murray. Drives. Won't go. Stevens. Blocked by Nolan. Out of bounds. Salukis. 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go and a half.
Tim Nolan's playing some awful tough defense down underneath there with even though he's got 2 fouls on him here with about 2:04 left in this first half.
Holloway with the ball on the in-down pass. Won't go.
He's having a tough night, isn't he?
Those were falling for him last night, and now they won't go tonight.
He can't hardly buy a basket.
Again, good defense by the Salukis. Emmons will set up the offense out front. Bobby Stevens with it. He's been rather quiet tonight. Murray to Emmons. Emmons for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Bobby Stevens with it. Underneath to Shearer, and a foul is going to be called against Lockhart, probably.
That's
what
his
it looks
second.
like. Justin Shearer will be going to line here for a 1-and-1.
Doc Mayfield Realty is glad to see all of Lawrence County involved in the tournament and proud that our county is well represented by these fine men on both teams. Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville.
Justin Shearer continues his success at the line as he switches his first one. Second one's good. Makes it 38-34 as Red Hill cuts into that Indian lead. Lockhart spins the baseline, drops it off to, I believe it was John Williams who was fouled. Foul there was on Justin Shearer, his second, as the Indians now are in the 1-and-1 bonus also. And John Williams goes to the line. We've got about 1:22 left on the clock, and the Indians are leading by 4.
For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They've got great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Friday and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's at Gray's in Bridgeport. For reservations, call 945-9501. 39-34. We're right at 1:15 to go in a half. Salukis with the ball. Murray with it out front. Gives it to Emmons. Salukis set up an offensive play. Gary calls the shots. Murray with it. Had a notion. Gives it to Stevens. Back out to Gary Emmons. Murray. Shearer. Scott keeps looking at that 3. Won't fall. Rebound. Good work, good hustle by Gary Emmons. Into Bobby Stevens. He puts it up. Won't fall. A cold night for Red Hill at the bucket, boy. Good defense by Murray. Well, good hustle on the part of Scott Murray, but he's called for traveling as he came down with the ball. Give the ball back to Lawrenceville. 43 seconds on the clock. It's 39-34. Saluki lead it. I mean, the Indians lead it. Oh, my, what did I say?
I don't know, but I don't know you.
John Green with it. Good lead pass to Lockhart. Tipped away and picked off by Salukis. They had a man open down there and didn't see it. Cross court, Scott Murray. Al Emmons in front. We're at 20 seconds to go in a half. Salukis will look for one shot now. They trail it by 5. They'd like to have a 3. Shearer with it, looks underneath to Stevens, off the glass, won't go. Holloway with a rebound. He's got it. 39-36. We're under 5 seconds. Bobby Stevens, he gets it away, won't go. The half end, the half ends. I wasn't sure if it was a half or a quarter. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll take our break right now. It's 39-36, a 3-point lead for the Lawrence. Halftime, it's 39-36 in favor of the Lawrenceville Indians here at the Olney Regional Finals. One of tonight's sponsors is Cochran Insurance Agency, located on the north side of the square in Lawrenceville. For your personal and business insurance needs, serving the Lawrence County area since 1931. The Cochran Insurance Agency is proud to bring you Lawrenceville sports.
Another one of the proud sponsors this evening is Tracy Electric. Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who's licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243.
Doc Mayfield Realty is glad to see all of Lawrence County involved in a tournament and proud that our county is well represented by these fine men on both teams. That's Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville.
Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of both teams and a fine job they have done. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's game. That's Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport.
Let's give our accountant a chance to read his totals now. Let's talk a little bit about the first half, Mike. How did these guys do?
Okay, for Lawrenceville, J.R. Lockhart had 6 2-pointers, 2 3-pointers, and a free throw for 19 points. Brian Hammer had 1 3-point field goal, 2 2-pointers for 7. Jeremy Treadway didn't score. Nick Moorhead had 1 field goal for 2 points. Tim Nolan had 2 field goals for 4 points. John Green was 3 out of 4 from the line for 3 points. John Williams had 2 field goals for 4 points. One problem might be here. Nick Moorhead's got 3 fouls at the half. J.R. Lockhart's got 2. And Tim Nolan has 2. So total of 39 points for Lawrenceville. Lockhart had 15 of his 19 in the first quarter. So Red Hill did a little better job on him in the second quarter. For Red Hill, Bobby Stevens has a field goal and 2 free throws for 4. D. Holloway has 3 field goals, 2 free throws for 7. Gary Emmons has 2 2-pointers, 1 3-pointer for 7. Justin Shearer has 2 3-pointers, 1 2-pointer, 4 out of 5 the line. He just took over where he left off last night for a total of 12. Jason Young didn't score. So foul-wise, Justin Shearer has 2, Gary Emmons has 2, D. Holloway has 2, and they have a total of 36 points.
You know, you look at this ball club, and you see Lockhart with 19 points, and the big men in the middle, Moorhead, I think you said, had 2, and Holloway's only got 7. So a lot of the shooting is being done from the outside and from the outside men. The big men really haven't played a part in tonight's ball game like you expected they might, or at least the way I expected they might.
No, plus the defense inside. They're getting a lot of help defense from the weak side, and the guys that's got the shots inside, there's been somebody on them, and it hasn't been anything easy, so they're really having to work. The shot that's there is the outside shot right now.
Yeah, and a couple other things is both teams are playing defense with their feet. They're using that quickness of their feet, and they're getting there in position and bothering just about it. You know, where taking the big men away haven't been a factor. So, you know, it's been kind of an interesting game. It's been a neat game for me to watch, at least, because I've seen Lawrenceville twice, but I've never seen Red Hill, and it's really nice.
Well, I've seen each one of them play about 3 times. So, yeah, they're both playing well. It's a good ball game so far.
Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision, and Wabash Cablevision will be following the winner of tonight's game as far as they go in tournament playoffs, including the sectionals at Bridgeport and the super sectionals if one of the teams makes it all the way to Charleston. So you can watch the tournaments right here on Wabash Cablevision on Channel 23. Underway, second half. Red Hill Salukis. Emmons to Murray. Murray guarded by Hammer, tries to go inside. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Red Hill ball. I mean, I've got to get the directions changed and the uniforms back at the right color again.
And both teams are starting back with their original starting lineups that they started at the beginning of the game, especially Lawrenceville, where Moorhead and Nolan are both back in there. So look for a great second half.
Holloway with the ball, almost throws it away. Shearer makes a good save, gets it to Emmons. Emmons out front, now Shearer. Lawrenceville in the zone. Bobby Stevens gets the shot. He says he traveled before he put it up. So no basket. Score holds the same, and I'll make the comment I made when we were talking here at halftime. I think the officials have done a good job with the first half. They've let the teams play, and I think called a good ball game. It sailed right along.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far.
Hammer with it out on the three-point line. Now Lockhart puts up the shot. JR's got it. Well, he continues as he left off. It's 42-36. The Indians on top by 6.
Indians are going to be hard to catch if he's going to continue to shoot like that from the outside.
Stevens with the ball. Now Emmons. There's 3. Scott Murray.
But if Red Hill continues to shoot threes like that, it's going to go all the way. So I'll just keep quiet. Just let you do it, Jim.
I think a 6 or 7 point lead has been the biggest spread, hasn't it?
Yes.
That's a question.
I think it was 9. I think it was 38-29 at one time.
You're right. Nolan with it. Turnaround jumper right in there. 44-39. The Indians lead it by 5. Lockhart picks up Emmons. Now Emmons gets it over to Murray. Holloway out front with the ball. Stevens on a good spin move, puts a shot, won't get the roll. He's had a tough one tonight. JR drives, won't go, rebound Moorhead. 46-39, Indians leading.
Indians are keeping that offensive intensity still turned up a notch, and Red Hill's been unable to answer at this point here as we go down to about 5:20 in the third quarter.
Emmons for 3, in and out, rebound, Shearer puts it back and in. Justin Shearer, good position. He took the rebound, put it right back.
Both teams go the offensive board real well.
Hammer with it, drives, jumper from about 10 feet, puts it 48-41.
Just a couple of good teams going at each other, which kind of reminds me of the game Jim, you and I did later, or sometime last fall.
Yeah, the playoff football game with Robinson DuQuoin, and that was a fun, well-played ball game, and we're seeing the same thing in basketball here tonight. Regional finals in Olney. The 2 county teams going out. Holloway, turnaround jumper, Moorhead, partially blocked. Those 2 have really played each other to a standstill tonight, really. Moorhead drives the baseline, puts up the shot. 50-41, a 9-point lead by the Lawrenceville Indians.
Slowly, the Indians are pulling away here in the third quarter as their shooting percentage is still staying up there rather high, and Red Hill's still having some problems. But they're trying to go underneath a little bit and just haven't had any luck.
Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is proud of the success of both teams and the fine job that they have done. Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's game. That's Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport. Bobby Stevens won't get the roll, but he did get the foul.
Key point there is Moorhead, I believe that's his 4th foul as we're looking at it here midway through the third quarter. You have reels of old movie film. Now you can have your film transferred to VHS or beta videotape by Ron Wheeler. Your film will be transferred with the latest industrial equipment to get the best quality possible. Just call Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 544-7898. That's Ron Wheeler at 544-7898.
Stevens on his second one, got them both. 50-43 is the score. The Indians out on top. They've got the ball. Lockhart out front with it. Scott Murray works against him. Ryan Hammer. Now Lockhart. They double team Lockhart in the corner, but he gets it back out to Treadway. Good defense by Red Hill here. Lockhart tries to drive, gets it away. They make the steal. Red Hill Salukis pick it up, and they played some tough defense that time. Stevens with the ball. Treadway on him. Stevens on the spin move. Gets it out to Emmons for three. Won't fall. Rebound. Hammer. And he is fouled by Scott Murray. The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuities. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all of your insurance needs. For home, automobile, and life insurance, that's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville.
Lockhart from three again. A little short. Nolan for the rebound. Still short. As Red Hill comes up with the ball, Bobby Stevens brings the ball down.
Stevens to Emmons, back to Stevens, and Stevens score. 50-45, and Salukis have brought it back to a 5-point ball game again. Lawrenceville with the ball. Lockhart's got it out front. Scott Murray on him. Now Treadway. Stevens on him. They go inside to Tim Nolan. Tim, good move to the basket, puts it in. 52-45. Indians lead it. Full court pressure. Stevens down the middle, knocked away by Treadway, saved by Stevens, and the Indians pick it up. And a foul is going to be called against Red Hill, Gary Emmons. Doc Mayfield Realty is glad to see all of Lawrence County involved in this tournament, and they're proud that our county is well represented by these fine men on both teams. That's the Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville. Stolen. Murray got it. 52-47. Again, a 5-point ball game. Indians still lead it.
Lawrenceville tries to stretch that lead out and just can't, and Red Hill reels it back in as Lockhart makes a great drive. Holloway rebounds.
Red Hill with possession. 1:28 to go here in the third quarter. Shearer for three. Won't go. Rebound, Tim Nolan.
Salukis are having a hard problem here in the second half with those three-pointers. I think they've only hit one.
Ryan Hammer on the bucket. 54-47. Indians out in front by 7 again. Bobby Stevens works across the timeline against Treadway. Now gives it to Gary Emmons. Lockhart's on him. Almost makes the steal, boy. You can't go to sleep on these guys. Lockhart is quick. Shearer in the corner. Tries to pass to Holloway, and it's tipped out of bounds by Tim Nolan. Green into the ball game for the Indians.
Call Tracy Electric for electrical and oil field work for residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville as the Indians steal the ball.
Williams on the shot. Rebound, John Green, or Murray, or Hammer rather, and it won't fall. Well, they had two opportunities. Holloway set the screen and ran Treadway. Emmons ran Treadway into it, and the foul is called against Treadway, and it's Saluki ball out of bounds.
That's his second foul.
Emmons will take it across the timeline. John Green. We're under 20 seconds to go in the third quarter here. Holloway with the ball. 7-point lead for the Indians. Murray gets it back to Emmons, tipped away, almost stolen again by Lawrenceville and knocked out of bounds that time by Ryan Hammer. 7 seconds on the clock. Salukis ball. They trail it by 7. Into Shearer. Kind of a wild pass under the basket. Lawrenceville comes up with it. 2 seconds. There's the shot. It won't go, but it's off the rim. Into
Looked
three.
pretty good, didn't it?
54-47, the Indians on top. See the Cochran Insurance Agency, located on the north side of the square in Lawrenceville, for your personal and business insurance needs, serving the Lawrence County area since 1931. The Cochran Insurance Agency is proud to bring you Lawrenceville sports.
For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They have great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Friday and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's at Gray's in Bridgeport at 945-9501.
Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243.
Lawrenceville, Nick Moorhead's got 4 fouls, so he's been on the bench for a while, but he may be back. Race is over.
Well, we're about set to go here with the final quarter of action. The Olney Regional Finals. The Lawrenceville Indians lead at 54-47. 8 more minutes, and we'll see who goes to sectional play back in Bridgeport. Salukis ball. Emmons with it. To Murray. Back to Emmons. Holloway. Scott Murray and Emmons again. Lawrenceville back into man-to-man. Bobby Stevens gives it to Gary Emmons, and Lockhart comes out on him. Emmons drives, short jumper, it goes. Gary Emmons with a bucket. 54-49, a 5-point ball game again. Stolen away. Scott Murray. Got it. Now it's a 3-point ball game. 54-51. Boy, he picked Lockhart clean that time. John Green being guarded by Stevens. Good pass underneath to Williams. 56-51.
That intensity for this regional final just hasn't let up the whole time. I mean, it's really been good. It's Holloway still having hard luck underneath.
Stolen under the basket by Red Hill. Gary Emmons on the steal, gets it back to Shearer for the bucket. 56-53, the Indians lead it. 3-point ball game. Lockhart drives, double team, gets it back out to Nolan. Nolan puts it up, no good. Rebound, D. Holloway. Bobby Stevens with it. Lawrenceville defense back in a hurry. Murray drives, short jumper, won't go. Tipped away, controlled by Lawrenceville. Lockhart looks for help, gets it down to Ryan Hammer. Green with it in the corner, back to Ryan Hammer. Ryan out front with it. Now JR looks inside to Nolan, back out to Hammer, fakes, jumps, got the jumper. 58-53.
Pretty cool for a sophomore.
That's what I just sitting there thinking to myself, Tony.
Yeah, you're looking at a good-looking young ball club down there with Lawrenceville. Nolan's a senior in the ball game. And Moorhead, the sophomore, sitting on the bench. Holloway.
I think Moorhead's a junior.
Murray's a junior. Holloway with a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled and taken away by John Williams, and the jump ball is called. Possession arrow will give it back to the Lawrenceville Indians. 58-53. Lawrenceville leads it by 5. Need a short one here. We got a short one? Wolf Cillian Auto Sales is proud of the success of both teams and the fine job they have done. Wolf Cillian Auto Sales is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's ball games. That's Wolf Cillian Auto Sales in Bridgeport. What happened?
Turnover there on a traveling. I think it was on Lockhart, wasn't it?
Yeah, J.R. Lockhart, drug his pivot foot.
Salukis with the ball. They trail it by 5. Scott Murray with it. Hammer on him. Emmons, look, had a notion. Now Shearer. Inside to Holloway. Good move. D to the basket.
This fourth quarter, they've really tried to go inside on Holloway as Moorhead's in there with 4 fouls. Nolan's got 3. Holloway hadn't had many breaks, but that one just popped in there.
Williams, double teamed in the corner, gets it back out to, and a foul. Lockhart to Moorhead for the bucket and the foul.
Foul there on D. Holloway.
Third.
The Cool Agency is home of the high interest rate CD annuity. Contact Alton or Roger Cool for all your insurance needs. For home, automobile, and life insurance, that's the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville.
That's the 3rd foul on Holloway. Moorhead back in with 4 fouls.
Shearer with it. He puts it in. 60-57, a 3-point ball game again.
Salukis are still trying to pound that ball inside to get Moorhead his 5th foul.
Hammer with the ball, gets it out to Green and then to Lockhart. Now Williams with it. John looks for help. Good spin move inside. Gets it to Moorhead. Moorhead drives, works with it, knocked away, picked up, stolen by Bobby Stevens. All the way off the glass. Stevens with the bucket. 1-point ball game, 60-59. And a timeout is called by the Lawrenceville Indians. Protect your home with Custom Guard replacement windows from Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport. The Custom Guard energy-saving window from Bryan Lumber Company offers easy-to-clean, never-paint protection. Ask about the Custom Guard replacement window. You'll find building materials, paneling, paint, and more at Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Lawrenceville's only lumber yard.
Call Tracy Electric for electrical and oil field work for residential, industrial, and commercial. Call Tracy Electric at 943-2243. That's Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. I believe it's getting loud in here, Jim.
3:52 on the clock. It's 60-59, a 1-point ball game. The Lawrenceville Indians on top by 1. As the teams take the floor, it'll be Indians ball. Any changes? Don't see any. Back to Lockhart.
Nolan's back in.
Right, and Moorhead's out.
Moorhead's out.
Tim Nolan in the middle. Drives, used the elbow a little bit, got away with it. John Williams got the bucket. 62-59. Well, a 3-point lead for the Indians again.
As crunch time gets a little bit closer, we got 3:30 left. Into Holloway, turns around, scores! And that's a foul on Nolan, and that will be his 4th. As the Salukis have here a chance to tie it up at 62. There's 3:20 left, and it's 62-61 Lawrenceville. My fault, that was Tim Nolan's 3rd foul, not his 4th.
Holloway will be at the line, and a chance to tie for the first time in a long time here tonight. They got it. New ball game with 3:20 to go. It's 62 all. Williams back out to Lockhart. JR drives, short jumper, off the glass, no good. Rebound, controlled by Salukis. Bobby Stevens, 2-on-1. Holloway underneath. Red Hill leads it by 2. Their first lead of the night, 64-62.
The Salukis are really playing tough defense here in the 4th quarter. Cut it down and not taking the lead. As Hammer shoots from the top of the key. Short.
Rebound, Murray, Red Hill. Now Gary Emmons will take it over the line, and they'll set up their offense. Red Hill leads it 64-62. It's been a long dry spell for a lead for them tonight. Justin Shearer goes into Holloway. D won't fall. And a foul is called on the rebound, and it's going to go against John Williams. Scott Murray will take it out of bounds. We're not both.
Not yet. I mean, this has been a good, tough game. And as Moorhead comes back in here for the Indians, and both teams are still a long ways away from the bonus here with 2:23 left in the fourth quarter.
That foul was on John Green.
Now we're back in play. Gary Emmons with it out front. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Salukis lead it by 2. They've got the ball. They're going to kill some clock. They're not in a hurry now.
We'll bring him out of the zone.
Ooh, Holloway went up in the air, no place to go, but he got lucky. Emmons calls the timeout. 2 minutes to go, 64-62. Doc Mayfield Realty is glad to see all of Lawrence County involved in the tournament and proud that our county is well represented by these fine men on both teams. That's Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville.
For lunch or dinner, take the family out to Gray's in Bridgeport. They have great steaks, catfish, chicken, and much more. Reservations are welcome Friday and Saturdays till 6 p.m. and later during the rest of the week. That's at Gray's in Bridgeport at 945-9501.
Well, you're watching Wabash Cablevision, and boy, you don't get them any better than this ball game tonight. We'd like to remind you that Wabash Cablevision will make possible the sectional games as long as one of these two teams are involved, including the sectionals at Bridgeport and the super sectional in Charleston. You can watch them all right here on Wabash Cablevision, Channel 23. Took care of that. Red Hill with the ball. Emmons drives, gets it back out to Stevens. Scott Murray. Sure. 1:45 to go. Red Hill with the ball. They lead it by 2. Murray. Murray works the ball. Sure now. Bobby Stevens, Moorhead on him. He's got 4 fouls. Gary Emmons, John Williams. John on defense.
1:20 left as Red Hill still working the ball out the top of the key.
Holloway gets the bucket, and a foul is called against Lawrenceville's John Williams. The basket will count.
Holloway just took that ball and drove in there, and John Williams, according to the referees, was just a little bit late as we got a timeout on the court.
Lawrenceville timeout, 66-62 to score. D. Holloway will go to the line to attempt a 3-point conversion.
If you have a special event coming up, you can now have it videotaped by Ron Wheeler. A variety of equipment is available from a small camcorder to a complete TV camera set up to fit your needs and your budget. Extra copies can be made on VHS and Beta. Ron Wheeler is available for weddings, anniversaries, birthday parties, or any other special occasion. Just call Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 544-7898. That's Ron Wheeler at 544-7898.
1:14 on the clock, 66-62. Salukis lead it. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I don't know. That's one of those shots that if you make it, it's fine. If you don't make it, you made the wrong choice.
You're right.
So
Holloway attempting the 3-point conversion here. He got it.
Red Hill did a real good job there for about a minute and 10, taking some time off that clock. Now the Indians are going to have to look for the good shot and out there at the 3 as Lockhart's driving.
5-point lead by the Salukis. We're right at a minute to go in the ball game. Williams with the ball, gets it to Nolan. Nolan looks underneath. Good pass, Williams, and he's fouled by Bobby Stevens. And we're still not in bonus, so it'll be out of bounds, the Indians.
Red Hill still played some awfully good defense right there and really was denying the pass or even a good shot for the Indians as they were trying to look to put something up, but there just wasn't anything there.
The inbounds goes to Williams. Lockhart drives the baseline. Good pass outside to Treadway. Gets it to Hammer. Lockhart open. Stolen, blocked by Holloway, and he picks it up down court. Scott Murray all alone under the basket. 69-62. 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Nolan for three. Tim Nolan. 4-point ball game now all of a sudden, and it's timeout Lawrenceville. Those three-pointers cuts the lead in a hurry, don't it?
Sure does. You see D. Holloway's just picked up momentum this fourth quarter. One other point, J.R. Lockhart's only had one field goal this half, so they've done a good job shutting him down.
That's one of the things that I was going to say was D. Holloway just kind of taking over here in the fourth quarter, and they pounded it inside, but that's what I want to say. Senior experience really has shown here in the last 2 or 3 minutes for the Red Hill Salukis.
Both ends of the floor. He's a good job on defense, too.
Absolutely, and you know, you can't say that, you know, one team's either dominated or not dominated. This has just been a really excellent regional finals. I mean, you couldn't ask for any more out of a couple of high school basketball teams.
Kind of what we expected when it started.
Saluki ball. Stevens is fouled by Lockhart. Are we in bonus? I don't think so. No, we're not. Not yet. Not yet. Still one to go. Still one to go. Saluki ball into Stevens, and he's immediately fouled by Ryan Hammer, and that'll put Stevens at the line to shoot a one in bonus. 69-65. Saluki's leading. Mike, do you have any idea when the Salukis picked up the lead here in the fourth quarter? I looked at the clock, and it's only been about, what, 3 or 4 minutes to go?
Yeah, they were about halfway through the quarter, I think, something like that.
They were down 62-61 and then jumped out there to 69-62 as, well, what can I say? Bobby Stevens just set up there and let it roll, and it fell in. Another big free throw for Bobby. Good.
Now they lead it by 6. 20 seconds to go in a game. Hammer from behind the three-point line. Won't fall. Rebound. Saluki stolen away by Williams, and he puts it back. 71-67. 15 seconds on the clock. A 4-point lead by the Red Hill Salukis. Lawrenceville has the timeout.
That's Lawrenceville's last timeout.
That's Lawrenceville's fourth timeout. That's their last.
We got one in it. Tracy Electric is a full-service electrical contractor who is licensed and insured. They also do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Call Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville at 943-2243.
This great basketball game is being presented by Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions, reminding you to watch for other events coming up in the future on this channel.
And the biggest thing coming up is going to be the sectional that we're going to be doing next Tuesday night. And whoever wins this one, if they can continue on, we're going to follow them right through the sectional to the super sectional in Charleston.
And who will they play? The winner of what other regional, Jim?
Okay, Tuesday night, the winner of this ball game will meet with the Flora-Sisney winner coming out of Albion. The other ball game will be Casey Westfield against the Newton North Clay game tonight. So those two teams still undecided to who's going to be in there. Well, Lawrenceville doesn't have any choice right now but to foul to get the ball back. Red Hill leads it by 4, and there's 11 seconds on the clock. This is one of these ball games that, boy, your heart has to go out to Lawrenceville because they've played one heck of a ball game. It's a shame, a cliche, I hate to say them, but you hate to see either team lose this one. It's been a dander.
Thing is, Lawrenceville's got several young kids coming back, but they're going to be back here again probably.
Oh, they sure will. And this is the best bunch of young kids around the area that I've seen in a long time. Treadway with a shot. We're under 5. Treadway again. Won't fall. Lockhart with it. It's going to go for 3. That's all. Time runs out on the Lawrenceville Indians. The Red Hill Salukis come from behind to win it. 73-67. Stay with us. We'll be back with the totals. Hang on. Well, the trophy presentation here, the regional final, will be presented here in just a second. Final score again, 73-67. And as you said earlier, Tony, this is probably one of the best basketball games that I've seen in a long time, and not just this year, but in a long time.
Agree with you 100%, and both these schools have an awful deep and rich tradition in basketball, and kind of coming from what I think is an awful strong basketball conference, which is the NEC, which is, I mean, I went to Olney High School right here, and I grew up in the era of Ron Felling and Coach Ron Herron here at Olney, so I have a kind of a touch spot here for that. But you know, both teams played absolutely fabulous, and almost, to me, it was kind of a flawless game. I mean, the referees let them play. There wasn't really any nasty play or anything. It was just good team sport.
Well, both teams played real aggressive defense, which is what we expected before it started. As you said, there were some turnovers. Most of them were caused by the defense, just making people hurry up. But they did a good job. Both teams did, and it's a shame either one has to win or lose.
Well, we'll watch here as the teams take the floor now for the presentation of the trophy here. The regional winners, D. Holloway of the Red Hill Salukis, being presented the trophy. Coach Fred Kendall, I know he's proud of the boys. This year, Fred picked up his 200th win, Mike.
Yeah, I
200 or 300. 200th, wasn't it?
200th, I think.
Yeah, so Kendall has had a good year. A lot to be proud of. The Salukis have played well. The regional champions, the Red Hill Salukis.
With a little home court advantage looking at them in Tuesday's ball game.
Well, Joe Jones and I were talking before the ball game, and if Red Hill happened to win tonight, he said he feels like that they've got a real shot at going all the way to the big house in Champaign. This remains to be seen because there's some good teams coming into the sectional. We know Casey Westfield will be down there. Flora probably. The Newton North Clay is a toss-up. I thought you were going to give a prediction on that one, Mike.
I was going to say we'll see two fine ball players from Casey. Aaron Justice, their center, and Mike Rodriguez, a super three-point shooting guard. So we'll see some good ball play over there.
There'll be some good games over there, yeah. Well, tonight's ball game has been brought to you by Cochran Insurance Agency in Lawrenceville, Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville, Gray's in Bridgeport, Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville, the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville, Wolf's Eliana Auto Sales in Bridgeport, Wabash Cablevision, and Worldwide Sound and Video Production. We'll have the totals here in just a second. This game, of course, has been presented by Wabash Cablevision and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions. This game is copyrighted 1993 by Worldwide Sound and Video Productions, and no portion of this program can be reproduced or duplicated in any form. Copies of this program can be obtained by contacting Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson at 618-544-7898.
We're in the process of working on these, Jim.
Got to calculate. I tell you what, you got a 73-67 ball game, and they started off like a house of fire. It could have been 100-99 the way they started and the way the points were scored in that first quarter.
They sure were, and you know, both teams kind of settled down. They were going end to end hard. I mean, really the whole game, but the shooting percentage dropped down. You had a couple teams on fire there in the first quarter, and everything pretty well settled down, and it was really an excellent ball game as Lawrenceville kind of opened it up third and fourth quarter, and then Red Hill closed the gap.
Okay, I believe we've got these things totaled up. Julie did a good job on this.
Official or unofficial?
This, according to Julie, it's official.
Okay,
so.
no sweat.
All right, for the loser in the ball game, the Lawrenceville Indians, J.R. Lockhart had 9 total field goals, with 3 of them made 3-pointers, 1 for 1 from the line for 22 points. Ryan Hammer had 6 field goals, 1 of them a 3-pointer. No free throws for 13. Jeremy Treadway didn't score. Nick Moorhead had 4 field goals, no free throws for 8. Tim Nolan had 4 field goals, 1 free throw, and 1 of them was a 3-pointer for 11. No free throws, excuse me. John Green had no field goals, 3 out of 4 from the line for 3. John Williams had 5 field goals, no free throws for 10, for a total of 67 points. They were 4 for 5 from the line. For Red Hill, Bobby Stevens had 3 field goals, 8 of 8 from the free throw line for 14 points. D. Holloway had 7 field goals, 3 of 4 from the line for 17. Gary Emmons had 4 field goals, 1 of them a 3-pointer, no free throws for 9. Scott Murray had 6 field goals, 3 of them were 3-pointers for a total of 15 points. Justin Shearer had 6 field goals, 2 of those 3-pointers, 4 of 4 from the line for 18 points for a total of 73 points. In the ball game, Red Hill was 15 out of 16 from the line, so there's the difference in the ball game definitely, because Lawrenceville was 4 of 5.
Okay, Mike, thanks a lot for being with us tonight and keeping book. I know you had a good time because it was a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, this kind of ball game, from a coach's point of view or a fan's point of view, this is the kind of ball game you want to go watch when it comes tournament time. You like to see them all year, but tournament time especially.
It's kind of fun. Also, we'd like again to thank tonight's sponsors, who were Cochran Insurance Agency in Lawrenceville, Bryan Lumber Company in Bridgeport, Doc Mayfield Realty in Lawrenceville, Gray's in Bridgeport, Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville, the Cool Agency in Lawrenceville, Wolf's Ileana Auto Sales in Bridgeport, Wabash Cablevision, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions in Robinson.
For Mike Henry, Tony Schreier, Ron Wheeler, I'm Jim Kincaid, and it's been a pleasure.